أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. The honored committees, the honor all participants of Aicis 2022. Okay, I'm Asri Carolina from Aicis, Indonesia. Our panelists are Dr. Eka Priani, MPD, and the second one is Cynthia Amalia, MPD, and the third one is Eka Sartika, MPD, from Winradan Kota Palembang, and Dr. Eka Priani, MPD, from Aicis. Okay, I would like to present this paper about the role of social media in instilling Islamic values of Gen Z at Indonesian Islamic higher institution. There are 5 that I want to share to all participants today. The first one, introduction, and the second one, theory. The third one, method, analysis, and conclusion. Okay, the first one I would like to share about abstract. The internet and social media networking turn into an integrated part of today's society life. And then the discourse of how the digital era leads to some basic social change becomes an important issue. With all the ease to access any content worldwide and communicate with various people around the world. Through social media, Generation Z as a dominant user. And then of social media are enriched with enormous information, including Islamic content and values. This condition triggers an essential paradigm shift among the Gen Z Muslim in Indonesia about Islam from a traditional lifestyle into a modern one. Furthermore, some fundamental shifts also occur in education, modern and learning activities context. Teachers and lecturers are expected to have competence in integrating this digital method into the learning process. Therefore, this panel is important because we will discuss how social media brings young Muslim in Indonesia some paradigm shift related to Islamic values, and also how it gives fundamental change in the condition context, especially in teaching, media, and learning facilities. This panel aims at publishing paper about some fundamental shift of Indonesian Gen Z Muslim paradigm about Islam in the digital era and how Indonesian educational system stakeholders can use social media as effective ways of transmitting Islamic values in an educational context. There are 2 objectives that I want to share to all participants today. The first one is discussing about how the social media brings to young Muslim in Indonesia some paradigm shift related to Islamic values, and the second objective is how it gives fundamental change in education. And the second objective is how it gives fundamental change in education context, especially in teaching, media, and learning facilities. Introduction. We know that today is Revolution Era 4.0. The development of social media is increasing day by day. And the second one, innovation period, in which technology has become the foundation. And the second one is innovation period, in which technology has become the foundation of human life. And we know that Generation Z is a generation that is close to digital technology, so the use of digital space as a teaching tool is important to do. And the third one about social media. Social media in Indonesia has become the most frequently visited site and a part of daily lives of internet users. And the second one, the generation enjoys surfing social media and the internet. So learning media in the classroom and independent media are required in the learning process. And we know in learning process we use ICT. In online learning, technology takes an important role because without technology, online learning is quite hard to conduct. Everyone knows that the role of ICT are to expand the student information, can access more material about students' education, and it can improve the teaching and learning process. There are three objectives that we have done our research. The first one is about explaining the role of social media in instilling Islamic values for Generation Z. Social media apply in various learning activities include Instagram, and the second one we use weblog, and the third one explaining the perception of Islamic memes in social media. We have three panels from Yayan Curup and Uin Raden Kota Palembang. The second about theory. Social media is online media that help individuals in obtaining and conveying information and Islamic value. The first one is monotheism. Monotheism ni based on Surah Al-Ikhlas ayat 1. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. We know that Allah is one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one, only one. And the second one is equality and brotherhood. We know about Uhwa Islamiyah. It's not only about Uhwa Islamiyah, but also about ta'awun, saling tolong menolong. And the third one is pluralism. And the third about Generation Z, which was born between 1996 and 2010, according to McNeil 2018. And Gen Z is an intriguing crossover from the previous millennial generation. Our methodology, we use qualitative research and analytical study. We use an in-depth interview method was used to survey respondents about their perception of Islamic memes on social media. An in-depth interview method was used to learn how students at an Islamic higher education institution saw the use of weblog, blog, and Instagram to promote their English skill, Islamic values, and Islamic beliefs. And analysis and conclusion. The first one about Instagram. Students are enthusiastic in learning about Islamic beliefs via Instagram. The second one, weblog. Students have a favorable opinion of using social media Islamic literary weblog for teaching and studying Islamic ideals. And the third, Islamic meme. Islamic meme have the potential to become a media dakwah that can help people learn truth teaching through the visual language of visual and text. The conclusion is social media have potential in instilling Islamic values of Gen Z. Thank you very much. The next presenter is Cynthia Amalia FBD from UIN Raden Patah Palembang. The time is yours.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selamat malam Bapak dan Ibu, presenters as well as participants of Aicis 2022. My name is Sinta Amalia. I'm one of the member of this selected panel from State Satu University, Raden Kata Palembang. So Bu Asri has already introduced several of our studies. This is a collaboration studies between two universities. In my part, I'm going to talk about multilingual skills and Islamic value through Instagram, a view from generation Z in Islamic higher institution. So, as Abu Azhar has already told about several background. Actually, there are several main topics that I'd like to share to all of the panels today. The first one is the rational background why the study is conducted, and then the key variables of the study. My study I think is on Instagram, and then related on the users, which are Gen Z, and then the third one is I'm going to tell you the methodologies, and then the last one is the findings. So try to visualize the rationale of my study. So some part of the rationale have already mentioned by Bu Asri previously that the use of technology and social interaction is growing in popularity. The new trend is sparked by the global transformation brought by Industrial Revolution 4.0, and this new and disruptive technology revolutionized the way we live. The COVID-19 has also sped up that changing in society. COVID-19 had made us more reliant on technology that made our media habit shifted. This media habit that I refer to as social media. So let me tell you that nowadays there are about 224 million new users joining the ranks, which means that there are 93% of total users of internet use social media, and among of the social media that exists, Instagram is considered as one of uh, the top rated social media, which has 99.13 million Instagram users, especially in Indonesia. And the popular users are those among 16 and 24 years old, which we consider as Gen Z. And the most important thing that regarding to Indonesia as the country which has a great Muslim population, statistics shows that there are about 87% of the total population. So we cannot neglect that the user of Instagram is of course most of it are those generation of those Muslim generation. So that's why with this rational and also with several research studies that also shows the beneficial of use of Instagram in the field of education, specifically in English education. So the study focuses on Generation Z as well as Instagram as social media. However, there are currently lack of study focusing on students from Islamic higher institution. That's why the study aim to investigate the role of Instagram in promoting Islamic principles in addition to English skills. So let me tell you a little bit about Instagram. I think most of us are familiar with this kind of social media, right? But before we talk about Instagram, let me tell you that when we talk about the social media, it is important um, part, yeah, that we talk about the user itself. Users are important part of the successfully applying technology. It is essential to understand the users in order to comprehend the impact of technology implementation in the future. So that's why here we focus on Generation Z. Specifically in my study, Generation Z belongs to those who were born in between 1997 to 2012, which consider as the tech sector. privately. So with this feature, with the users, I come up with the idea of conducting the study. This is a research-based paper on the basis of qualitative study. The researcher analyzed the intention and response of the students over the use of Instagram in promoting their English skills as well as Islamic value. And then in order to get the sample, the researcher applied progressive sampling technique by considering criteria in which Gen Z generation and then active Instagram users. That's why we got 11 participants here. For the interview, I use open-ended questions and semi-structured interview in order to make sure that the students were comfortable in answering my interview. I use WhatsApp voice notes in order so that the students can replay again their answers before they submit it to the researcher. So, in processing the data, I apply what is it by content analysis adapted from a Linston and Research 2017. So here are the findings of my study. Let me jump up into uh, how Instagram, as a social media, as the popular social media, promote the students' English skills as well as their Islamic values. So, based on the result of the interview, the students show awareness on English learning related content. They said that there are a lot of content creators that share about English learning related content. They also maximize the features provided on Instagram. They link various learning content to search and explore tabs as well as the reels. And then they mentioned that in terms of their skills, they gain positive effects on the improvement of their vocabulary as well as grammar and then the way to pronounce English uh, in a good way. They said that Instagram provides burden-less learning environment in which they can learn anywhere, anytime without being stressful because they enjoy the environment where they open Instagram. Instagram provides flexible learning environment as well as provide large amount of data to be located from anywhere. And in case of their Islamic values, students' awareness of the use of Instagram as the engaging tool is considered great. They are excited about learning about Islamic values and they think that in times of challenging for them to find more on Islamic contents rather than skip the contents because they think that through Instagram the contents are presented in such creative ways. So what conclusion we can get from this study? So Instagram makes the criteria of engaging tool to promote students' English skills and their Islamic values. With the features and the contents that Instagram has, Instagram assists the students to be able to reach on with information to learn about English and Islamic values, and Instagram helps the students to learn interactively. By having this, by considering this, it is expected that the Z generation in Islamic higher institutions are ready to compete in global industry by upholding their Islamic identity. I think that's all for me. Thank you very much. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much for Cynthia Amalia MPD from UIN Raden Patah Palembang. And the next presenter is Eka Sartika MPD. Please welcome Mem Eka Sartika MPD from UIN Raden Patah Palembang. Sharing si Amalia.
Carlos to share some. Got back to this room because my internet connection is not very stable. So, is it my turn now? It's my turn. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Sure. I'm in, yeah. Can you guys see? Can you see my PowerPoint? Yes.
Yes.
All right. So thank you, everyone. Back thing right now. I'm the Metalista. So let's say because I cannot see it in Bali, unfortunately, I hope everyone won't miss me there. Let's just have it here from Palembang. So my title for let me introduce myself first. My name is Eka Sartika. I'm Vivian from Lingkungan Patah Palembang. And as you see, my title here, Millennial Movement Section of Climate Change in social media. It's kind of split from my team yes, because I would like to see another perspective because it's quite different because I did not see it from the educational perspective. So I'd like to see it from another perspective because I just so you don't know me, but you know. I just want to see the how do I say it correctly? It's intriguing for me to see from another perspective. It's not my thing, but let me try. Yeah? Give it a shot. So let's start from the background here. I'd like to start with millennial first, as Shinta already mentioned before that millennial has a certain age. Maybe I think I'm including the millennial, right? I think some of us here are including the millennial part, but if I have to go to manner, if I have to put Tanner, according to Tanner, millennial generation where right now lately with technology, I think we have two all kind of the one that we have from Nokia, and then we have the polyphonic one, and then now we have this Android or app thing, and then we got kind of so much exposure to this technology. So I think it's kind of gives justice for us all as a millennial. And then go on to the social media part. I like to present here because the use of social media is very massive, right? I don't think I can guess that the first thing that you touch or the first thing that
that you see when you wake up in the morning, you might probably open your Instagram first, and then also maybe your WhatsApp, right? Or my friend usually comes to Facebook, although I use Facebook already, and then Twitter. Yeah, but this is from 2019. Actually, I haven't really updated. But this significant because social media is very significant because they may be the source of social support, yeah, for us, for everyone looking for the challenging situation in their life. If I have to say that, and because they generate the digital record of what our companies or scientists can do. And then we kind of keep our documentation of everything really. It's like literally everything, right? And let me go on to me here, right? If you can see here, if you wake up in the morning, open your WhatsApp, and then see your friend's status, you know, when you have bad blood or fuel with somebody, you have to check their status. And then sometimes you're going to see their, people are acting religious by sharing this religious name, and then maybe their purpose is just to share information, right? I think this is the first thing that intrigued me, whether or not what's the perception of people after they read this name? Yeah, I think this is intriguing me first. And for Paharot, 2015 memes display a combination of photos, slides, tags, and even right now we can say for TikTok they already have a very short video, maybe some kind of, I think it's 10 second in maximum time. And then, and it is intended to respond to the issues that being discussed in social discourse, especially for the Islamic part. Yeah? And but really, if you see from the perception itself, you see, people have different perception, right? If you look one thing, and then I don't think people have the same perspective about it. So, according to Wang 27, perception at the subconscious cognitive activity layer interaction of internal sensation cognitive process of the brain that identifies, compares, interprets, and searches throughout the mind of internal cognitive knowledge. So, if I have to combine the Muslims and social media, here the significance of social media in breaking religious relationship is a concern as an individual option to absorb religious online experience and retreat from the religious home. Right? So for the Muslim millennial perception on social media, the millennial generation tendency to think that outside the box and to be constantly linked to the internet altered landscape of dakwah in Indonesia, especially. Yeah, and there are sometimes referred to people will call, maybe you guys already know, the millennial PI, yeah, the millennial ustad right now that people see. Maybe if I have to mention some names, I don't know much about PI. Yes. Maybe Ustad Thomas, right? Or the young right now is Abdul Jabbar, yeah, some kind like that. Some of them, and then their popularity in social media play, I think, the most part of the Indonesian Muslim and the dakwah activity in social media. And Islamic name as the media of dakwah for Muslim millennial stuff is have the potential to become a form of media that can help people grasp the teaching of truth through pictures and prose, right? Let's say that right now everything is just a click away. So if you you don't really have maybe how do I say this? You don't really have to go to the mosque, right? Even you have to, right? Especially if you're male. But to get to the information, to get to the access of dakwah, the Islamic dakwah, it's just a click away. Just click your phone and then you can get it. It really depends on the time that when. I don't think the mosque will open the middle of the night, right? So it's easier for you to access the information through the internet, through mail. One of them is through mail, and then you can have another access. For example, if you can do YouTube, you can see short video, and so on and so forth. If I have to mention, and let's go on to the research methodology for this. I use the qualitative research, yeah, for my study, and then I use thematic analysis. With 7 respondents for my study. Of course, I use the millennial one for those who were born in 1981 to 200. So I chose them. I interview them, and then I use thematic analysis. The interview use open-ended questions, and then I also record their follow that interview, and I have the what was that? What do we call this? Oh my God, it's just I made can someone help me? What do I call with the narasinya gitu ya? So type it down and then I put it. Yeah, so that I get the answer of my study. Yeah. So this is finding based on the aspect of Islamic men, based on the first one is from the preacher, yeah. From the preacher, it was revealed that Da'i who conveyed that was in social media, especially men, have relationship and represent and are in accordance with the millennial Muslim in the form of ease of communication and access to seek religious knowledge. Yeah, so it's easier for them to get the information. And then through the mad'u and the listener, the da'wah delivered through Islamic means is an alternative. Yeah, so it becomes an alternative for the millennial Muslim to embrace their Islamic faith and sincerity, which acts as a reminder and or it could also trigger for good deeds to hold fast to Islam. And then the other one, the material used for the Islamic faith, it's delivered through Islamic meme. It's interesting, yeah. They said it's interesting and has broad and wide topic with simple and easy to understand the delivery related to life and world. Yeah, by not leaving the teaching of Islam. You can see from my previous slides, I give a little bit of meaning there. And that's the material, yeah. And then the mean or the wasilah or da'wah, it reveals that it seems very convenient for the millennial Muslim and varied and modern, yeah, which reflects Islam as religion that is rahmatan lil alamin, yeah, which support its people to become creative people who keep in the time, yeah, because our prophet suggests us to do so, right? And then as for the method, yeah, or tariqah, yeah, tariqah of da'wah itself, I'm so proud of myself because I speak Arabic. Yeah. It's prepare. They prepare short videos and writings, yeah, just like what you saw from the previous slide. That is shared through Reels because in Instagram they right now have Reels and a short video for their application as just like TikTok. Yeah, maybe not everyone loves to use TikTok because I heard, yeah, this is not me talking, but I heard people say that TikTok is the lowest level of people use. The lowest level of people use in social media, but not me. Yeah, but I don't know how to quote them. Also in YouTube they have short. It's quite thing, so it's, yeah, they feel very good with that. And for the effect or the afar of dakwah itself, millennial Muslim trying, yeah, they're trying after they read, and then they maybe got, the plan after that, and then trying to implement the dakwah they see in Islamic name, and it serves as a reminder of what the purpose of life is in this world. Yeah. And then that's the finding also, I can see my discussion as well. Yeah, so if I have to conclude, yeah, my presentation for today, we can use this Islamic name as the media, yeah, of Da'wah, because modern people needs modern solution, right? And we can raise common themes that are close to the discovery of human identity as social beings in their daily lives, such as education of pillars of faith and the roots of Islam, I think. Yeah, so that's it for my presentation for today. I hope everyone enjoy it and answer your, question in life through the perspective of Islamic name from the millennial Muslim. Yeah, thank you so much for listening. I will give it back to our moderator. Thank you.
So you give applause to Eka. Okay, the last presenter, please welcome Dr. Eka Apriani, MPD from Yanjuro. Times is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, Bu Astri Carolina, you can see my screen now.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, the Excellency, the Committee of Aicis 2022, all the participants and all the presenters today. First of all, let me thank you all for being here today in our annual international conference on Islamic Studies 2022. Let me introduce myself. My name is Eka Apriani. I am an English lecturer of State Islamic Institute of Bengkulu, Province Indonesia. Okay, today I will present my research paper. The title is Islamic Literature Webblog for Generation Z at Islamic Institute. I will present it quickly because time is limited. Okay. Okay, as we know that in the pandemic era, Indonesian education system learning process is changed from offline system learning to online or hybrid learning system. It means that education during the pandemic is quite difficult because that which means education is the activity that people need to contact each other directly. It means that we need an effective media to contact each other directly in the classroom or in the out of the classroom. One of the media is ICT. We use ICT, Beijing ICT. As we know that ICT has an important role in learning, namely expanding access to education, increasing education efficiency, improving teaching and learning process, and also improving management system. So here ICT hope is not only in the student achievement, student knowledge about the course or the subject, but also ICT is hope to develop student character, especially in university, student university in Indonesia. One of kinds of ICT that can be used in teach English, especially English, is weblog. The weblog is hope can improve the student ability. It's not only improve student ability but also their knowledge about Islamic literature. Based on the free observation in English study program, student in EA2, I found that the student is not interested and motivated in teaching learning process, and also they cannot write or teach English by using Islamic content. So all the lecturer is not use Islamic content in teaching learning process. So I hope this media, Islamic literature develop can improve student ability and also develop their character. Okay, research methodology. Here, my research is a qualitative research. I use interview and questionnaire. So there are 30 students that I give the questionnaire and the interview. I found that the data is from the personal result, the students have positive perception about using social media Islamic literature weblog for teaching and learning Islamic daily. And for the interview result, I found that the student interest and motivate and knowing more about the Islamic content when the teacher, when the lecturer use Islamic literature weblog in teaching learning process. So it can be concluded that this media, Islamic literature weblog, can be used as a social media in teaching and learning process, especially in teaching and learning process in the subject, and also for develop student character in the classroom. Okay, the conclusion. The conclusion based on the interview and the questionnaire, I found that this media can be used in teaching and process in the classroom because this media, Islamic literature weblog, is not only can develop student English achievement, but also develop student character because they know more about Islamic content, they know more about Islamic reading text, so it's not only improve their achievement but also their character in classroom. Okay, I think that's all from my presentation. I come back to moderator, Bu Asri Carolina. Okay, thank you so much.
Give applause to Dr. Eka. Thank you very much for Dr. Eka Priani. And the time is question. Is there any question about our presentation? I think that's okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ibu Asri Carolina. Congratulations for the panel. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nuramiani. You can call me Ani. I'm from IAIN Pontianak. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I just want to make sure regarding the presentation from the last speaker, Ibu Eka Apriani, is it right? The title is about Islamic literature weblog for Generation Z at Islamic State Institute. If I'm not mistaken, I found the participants of the qualitative research on her research, on Ibu Eka research. The total is 30 participants. Can you tell us what is the purpose, why you choose 30 participants for qualitative research, because I think it is quite large for this kind of research. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, I can answer directly to ask you.
Okay,
Okay, thank you so much, Andi.
Nur Rahmian.
No, not me again. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for your question. So here there are 30 students. There are 30 students is the subject of this research. I choose the sample of this research based on the purposive sampling because I will give the questionnaire and interview for the students that have learned about writing subject, especially paragraph writing. So there are 30 students. Why I choose 30 students? Because there are 60 currently there are 60 students in the classroom. But when I found that the result in the questionnaire analysis, I found that there are 30 students give the positive, the more positive perception about the using of Islamic literature development. So from the result here, I give some questions to know more about their perception by using Islamic literature development for to develop their student character. So I give some question, and I found that they feel interest and motivated when they learn English by using Islamic literature development. They know more about the Islamic content when the teacher use this media before the teacher in the class course is not use this media. Thank you.
Thank you. How about the question? Is it enough? Thank you. Is there any question? More question? I think there is no question. I think that's all that we could present our paper today. Thank you very much, Bu Dr. Eka Aprani MPD, Sinta Amalia MPD, and Mem Eka Sartika MPD from UIN Raden Patah Palembang and Yan Juruk. But there is one question more from participant. Okay, no problem.
The problem is okay.
Makin aja.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Chair. I want to ask to Mrs. Eka Sartika MPD from UIN Raden Fatah Palembang, and her paper title is Generation Z: Muslims Perception on Islamic Name in Social Media. Okay, I want to use bahasa. Bu Eka Sartika MPD tadi sempat memaparkan tentang generasi Z, persepsinya tentang Islamic name di sosial media. Nah, sekarang ini kan tadi sempat disinggung masalah sosial media TikTok ya, Bu. Nah, berdasarkan beberapa pengamat sosial media, TikTok saat ini menjadi salah satu media sosial terkuat sekarang. Bahkan beberapa pengamat media sosial mengatakan bahwa seperti Instagram dan lain-lain itu nantinya akan ditinggalkan oleh generasi mendatang, terutama tadi karena pembahasannya adalah generasi Z. Nah, berhubungan dengan persepsi mereka tentang meme keislaman. Dan saya pada saat menyelesaikan disertasi itu penelitiannya di SMP. Nah, walaupun di luar topik penelitian saya sempat bertanya bahwasanya anak-anak SMP saat ini itu banyak mendapatkan wawasan keagamaan. Kalau di saya, wawasan mereka untuk mendapatkan pengetahuan tentang pendidikan Islam itu banyak di TikTok. Justru di TikTok saat ini. Nah, artinya adalah TikTok itu sesungguhnya media sosial yang punya pengaruh besar terhadap untuk membentuk, mengkonstruk konsepsi anak muda zaman sekarang, generasi Z, tentang dunia keislaman, tentang pendidikan Islam. Nah, bahkan mereka di saat ini di TikTok itu kan banyak TikToker yang sambil berdakwah. Banyak anak muda, bahkan ada di TikTok itu dikenal namanya itu jamaah TikTokiyah. Nah, itu ada tuh jamaah TikTokiyah dengan Ustadz Syam ya. Wah, ini anak TikTok nih. Mahasiswa di sini rata-rata lebih banyak scrollingnya di TikTok ya. Iya, lebih banyak di TikTok. Bahkan lebih sering bukannya itu TikTok, ya bukannya TikTok. Nah, menurut pandangan Ibu dari hasil penelitian Ibu tadi, apakah suara saya terdengar?
Yeah. Actually, maybe it's my fault not putting some TikTok stores. Right now,
Sorry. Your voice is not clear.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Musiknya.
So right when you say that TikTok is one of the strongest. Huh? Oh, my internet.
Signal,
Yes.
unstable.
Okay, I think Bu Eka sudah paham maksud arah pertanyaan saya ya. Bagaimana pendapat Ibu tentang fenomena jamaah TikTokiyah saat ini, terutama dari generasi Z. Thank you, Chair. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The question for Memeka, please.
Yeah. You're very welcome for the questions. I'm happy that I can engage my presentation could engage the audience. Yeah, I intrigued you guys, yeah, the TikTokers, with my statement just now because I'm actually, to be honest, to be perfectly honest, I'm not a TikToker user. Yeah, I do not use but who knows? Yeah, I will use it in the future. But yeah, for some reason, and then I do say I do agree with your statement, but not that TikTok is one of the strongest personally, and then it could swipe off the maybe Instagram also. Right now people play Instagram a lot. Maybe because I'm in Instagram, so I feel like people are playing Instagram a lot. But I think we can say that it is also in this. Especially for the youngsters, and then to be able to have TikTok as the platform to use for sharing their thoughts, sharing their names, and then in Islamic way. For this, I think it's a lot cooler, right? Because they can. First thing, if I have to be honest here, that if you could use your platform a good way. I think it doesn't make it different to do it directly, right? As a person, as a human being, we have to follow. We cannot force ourselves. Like you should come to masjid to, just to listen to the drama or something, to the religious speech. But right now, trying to be creative, and then one of the way is having the TikTok for Ustad Sam, let's say, or Ustad Abdul Somad, per se. I think it is a reach, yeah. And then we can have the additional source for us to, just to have the information for Islamic purposes, and also we can do it every time, like what my participants just said just now. It's very convenient. Maybe in the middle of the night you wake up and then, oh, okay, I will download TikTok and then I'm going to listen to this religious, short video between some kind like that, and then you don't have to come to masjid, right? It's dangerous, maybe you will, right? So maybe it's just how to use. It's not me. Just the way you use the platform in a good manner. I really agree with that. Yeah. I think that's the answer.
Okay, thank you.
I hope answer your question. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for the question. Ibu siapa? I am Gita Anggraini from STKIP Muhammadiyah Sampit, but aslinya from Bengkulu. Hello, Yai and Churu. Ibu dari Bengkulu, aslinya Bengkulu. Mana Bengkulu Selatan. Salam dari Bengkulu. Siap. Okay. I think that's all that we could present today. Thank you very much for all participants and students from STAI dan Pasar Bali, and from Ibu Devi, Ibu Gita, and the committee and Aicis 2022. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Foto bersama. Please turn on the camera. All participants at Zoom.
Berapa orang? Sudah? Ayo teman-teman, kita foto bersama.
Please take picture together.
Are we going to strike a pose or something?
Situ ya, sorry.
Ayo, merapat.
Ini merapat. Semakin malam semakin heboh.
Ya. Hadap sini semua. Ya. Ya, 1, 2, 3. Lagi sekali ganti gaya. 1, 2, 3. Tahan. Oke, sudah.
Sekali Pak. Lagi sekali.
Baik.
Lagi sekali.
Lagi. Once again.
Karena udah malam ya.
Umur
Oke, habis ini 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. Oke, sudah.
Thank you all participants at Zoom.
Selesai. Nah,
Recording stop.
malam.
Thank you, Asri. Thank you for the committee. Thank you very much.
Sama-sama.
Thank you, everyone. for
Thank you.
session.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Nice dream.